Alright, so I'm making another app and I thought that I might as well record it because it might be helpful to somebody else. So basically this is going to be a goal recording app. You'll set the limit, I guess in dollars, I guess. Well, that's the example I'm going to use it for money wise. So let's say if I set like $10,000 or whatever, over time I'll be able to keep adding up my money until I reach that goal. That's the basics of what this app is going to do. We're going to do a bunch of different pages and user controls and some MVVM pattern. Maybe put some type of chart representation in the app. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, and set up a SQLite database in the back. Alright, so let's get started by creating our new project. We'll do a blank project. We'll call it goal tracker. That's what the project name will be for now. Minimum version. Good to go. Alright, so it's creating that. Just gonna wait for this to finish creating. Alright, we don't care about this page right now. Let's open up the Solution Explorer. Okay, so we have our main page here already. Don't want to start with this? Okay, yeah. Let's open up the design view for this. My favorite button. So in a simple sense, we have our page over here. I do want to add a command bar to the bottom of the page, which will give us that add functionality that we want to be able to add a new goal to the home page. So the home page is going to be really basic. It's just going to be that command bar and the list view. That's just going to keep tabs of what all the goals are. So let's do that now. Grid.row definitions. We only need 2 rows for this. I want the height of this to be star, and we'll do this to be auto. Cool. So auto is just going to size it to as much space as it needs, and star is going to take up the rest of the space. So like I said, we want 2 things. We want a list view, which we're not going to fill out right now. Grid.row 0. Let's keep this closed for now on. Then we'll add our command bar. AppBarButton icon. Add. And then label. Add goal. Cool. Oh, yep. That's right. Good.row 1. Looks legit. We're going to do the close display mode as minimal. So we're only going to show the dots for now. Then when somebody clicks it, I'm hoping that it expands and they can see what the hell is in there. So let's run this locally real quick and see if we have that down. Alright, looks legit. We have our button here. We'll click this, and then on the screen, somewhere up here, it'll add a new goal once we create whatever the hell that object is going to look like on the display. So let's close this for now. Let's go back to our Solution Explorer. Right click. Let's add a folder. User controls. So what we're going to do now is, I think we might as well start to build with. So okay, when we click the add button, we're going to want something to pop up. Well, this is how I'm envisioning it. Something's going to pop up. It's going to be like, give me the goal name, what your maximum savings is. So like whatever you're saving to, if it's $10,000, 20, whatever. And then maybe some notes that you want to add in about the item. So let's do that now. New item. Whatever. Use control. We will call this the add goal control. Sounds legit. Let's close our Solution Explorer. Split the view. Okay, so they started us off with a nice, wonderful grid. So what we are gonna do is, how do we want to set this up? We could do a grid with 3 rows containing stacked panels. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Grid dot row definitions. We're gonna give it 3 rows. And then in each row we're gonna have a stack panel. Orientation, vertical. Basically it's gonna have a text block, a text field. Actually, let's not even add that in yet. So what's gonna contain is a text block and a text box. Right. Okay. So since we're gonna need 3 of these, I'll just copy and paste that. So this is the first one that we're gonna do. I'm gonna set the text to goal name. Cool. Then under we'll have our text box. And then this one we'll set the text. This is going to be savings amount. Then we will set the last one, which is going to be notes. Notes. Let's put these in the correct row now. And then grid.row.2 looks legit. Let's see if I make the height auto. That looks better. We don't need all the extra space. Cool. Let's actually make this text box a little bigger. 200? Well, nope, too big. Looks legit. Alrighty. Now we'll have to give all of these text boxes name because we will want the actual so when they type in it, we want to be able to get the information that's inside the text box. So to reference it in the code behind, we're going to have to give these text boxes names. So this name is going to be the goal name text box. It's going to be savings amount text box. This one's going to be our lovely notes text box. Wonderful. Do we need anything else on this page? Oh yeah, we're gonna need 2 buttons for saving and canceling. So let's add 1 more row. Also give it an auto height. And then what do we want here? I'll give myself a button. Give me 2 of those, matter of fact. We're gonna make this one grid.row.3 and this one is grid.row.3 as well. Cool beans. We want to split them to each side, so this one I just actually put the text in here first. Whoops. Content, This one's going to be save. Content, this one's going to be cancel. Horizontal alignment, make that stuck to the left side of the screen, and we'll make this one on the right. So there's no way anybody can mess that up by clicking the wrong damn button. Cool. They're hugging the side of the screen right now, but we'll fix that later when we get back to this. Looks legit. Now, smelling this dot controls. We'll call it CC for now on for custom controls. And then we're gonna say, oops, goal track. Whoa. Goal tracker.user controls. I like that. So what we are going to do with this, I don't want to do this. I'm going to say every time I click that button, we will add, okay. So there's a couple ways we can do this. We can either, when we press the add button, pop one up, or we can already have one on the screen and just have it hidden and just reuse the control over and over again instead of having to create a new one. So I think I'm going to go with that. So what we are going to do is, down here we're going to say cc dot add control grid dot row span equals 2. We see that now. Visibility equals collapsed. Wonderful. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is say, on the click of this, well, let's not do this yet actually, because I want to give this a name. And we're gonna say app bar add button. I'm only doing that so when I create the click event handler that the name is actually appropriate instead of just saying button one click or whatever. Okay, so let's go into the code behind. Oh, actually, let's give this a name. We'll just call it goal control for now on. So here we are in the code behind of our main page, and you see this is the event that I created. So this event is hooked up to this button. So on click of this, in a really simple sense, we're going to say get the goal control and set its visibility. So we're going to say, we'll add a comment here, open the add goal control. That's interesting. Sorry about that. I thought that the program crashed, but it was just hidden. Next time I'll look at the damn taskbar. Anyway, so here we are. So on the click of the button, we're going to open up this user control that we made right here. So we're going to call it by its name. Remember, it's called goal control. So here we are, goal control. That visibility equals visibility dot visible. Right. Cool beans. So let us run this locally and see if we can make this control pop up or if we're completely missing something. Here we got a button, boom, bam. So when we pressed it, we see that, you know, it popped up for us. If this damn counter wasn't in the way, we'd be able to see it better. So yeah, we got goal name here. You can't see it right now because it's being covered. We got the first text box. We got the saving amount. We got the second text box. We got notes. And we got the notes text box. Cool. So now we should program these buttons so they actually do something. Right? Cool. So let's go back to that user control. Let's go to, actually, no, let's look up these buttons right now. Give them some lovely names. Save button. Guess what this one's going to be called? Cancel button. I like that. So we're going to do on a click of these as well. No event handler. Thank you. Click. Handler. Let's go to the page behind. So when we click the cancel button, when we click the save and the cancel button, since we're going to be reusing this control, and the only thing we're going to be doing is collapsing it and showing it, hiding it and showing it. So basically, when we save or cancel, we want to clear out all the text box fields. So next time they open it, it's clear, and it's not going to have all the old data that was there before. So let's create another method. Clear text box. Clear text boxes. Okay. So in here, we are going to clear these text boxes. Well, we already gave them names. Great. Cool. Clear all text boxes. So what are the 3 text boxes we have again? Oops. Goal name text box dot text equals string dot empty. We have notes text box dot text equals string dot empty. And I can't remember the last one. Savings amount. Savings amount text box dot text equals string dot empty. Cool. So now all of these will be set back to blank. And we will call this when we click the cancel button, and we will call this in the save as well. So in the cancel, it makes sense now because that's the only that's gonna happen. It means if we did write something in there but we didn't actually want to save the goal, click cancel, we'll just clear all the text boxes out. We're not going to save anything. For the save button, we'll call the clear text boxes at the end. So we'll put a little note here right now. Happens after, no, happens at the end. So what's going to go in here is, I guess we'll make an event. Yeah, okay, so for now I guess we'll do an event. Fire event so that the main page gets the data. Cool beans. And we'll see how this all gets hooked up really soon. Alright, so let's test this out. We're going to test out this clearing box right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the app. We're going to type stuff into it. And then we're going to press cancel. And then the next time that we open it up, it should clear all these text boxes out. And actually, I completely forgot something. So okay, we cleared the text boxes out, but we totally forgot to say, let's set the visibility to collapse. This will close our user control. So now the user won't be able to see it anymore. Because can you imagine the things up on the screen, you press cancel and it's still there and you're like, okay, so how the hell do I get back to the main page? So that's what this is going to do for us. Alright, we have our desktop version running. We're going to hit here, add, testing stuff, testing saving stuff. These are notes. We're also going to put a breakpoint here. So bam, I press cancel. You can see that the button cancel button click has fired. This yellow highlighting means this is where the program's next executing step is. So basically it's frozen right now. So now I can step over this. I can go into our method. You'll see here's the text right now, which is testing stuff. That's what we type into the box. Jump over it, look at it now, and now it's an empty string, which means that it reset the text inside the text box. So we run that. Okay, so it closed for us. We'll take this breakpoint off. press add. So when we press add, those three text fields should be blank. There we go. They're blank. So let's do this one more time without the breakpoint. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Cancel. Add. Okay, that is working great, just how we wanted it. Cool. Alright, so where's my design? It's looking lovely. What should we do next? Let me look at my notes really quick. We can't do the save yet because we don't have our object. I guess that is the next thing to do. Okay. So now we're going to make our object. We're going to come back here to the solution, add a wonderful folder for our model. I wonder how much runtime I'm having on this already. Okay. We'll add our class. So we're going to make a new class. This is going to basically show, it's going to be the model for the data or the goal. So we're going to create a goal, but we need to store it in a class so it can exist inside of our program. Did I write down what this thing needs to have? Okay, so for now, let's do this really basically, okay? We're going to call this goal. We now have our goal object. Here it is created. Nice blank class. So let's give it what we need. Public, make it public so we can access it. So just going back to this right here, right? We have three text fields. We have the goal name, the saving amount, and the notes field. We now need something, an object, that can hold these three fields for us so the data persists. So we're going to put that here, right? So we're going to do, well, don't put that up there. Not do that. We're going to make three properties. Public string name, because we need a name for our goal. And then we're going to do public, or should this be an integer? Let's do an integer for now. Saving, let's actually call this saving goal. I think that name sucks, but for now it'll do. And then we'll have string notes. Sweet. So we now have our object. So with name, saving goal, notes. We're gonna add more things to this class later on, but for right now, this is all we need. Alright, so now we can go back to our add control, this wonderful thingy-majiggy right here. I feel like I got a burp. Excuse me. These were here. So, we're back in the save button. Everybody imagine this with me. We're using the app. We click the add button. This beautiful screen pops up. We type some stuff in and we click the save button. So what we want to do is create an object, and we are going to set. Actually, do I want to do this in a view model way? That's a question. Let me think for a second. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna do it here because making a view model for this control, which is extremely simple, I feel like will be overkill. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new object of our new goal equals new goal. Thank you. Then we're gonna set new goal dot name equals to what's in the goal name text box dot text. So right here we're taking a text from the text box and putting it into our object. We will do the same for the rest. New goal, savings goal equals goal, nope, I'm lying. Same amount text box dot text. Now it's gonna throw error here because right now this is a string and it's trying to put it into an int. So let's convert it to an integer. New goal dot notes equals. So let's change this here, right? So we're gonna say create our new goal. Okay, so we have our new object. We set the properties that we needed. And now we are going to return that bad boy to the main page. So how are we going to get it to the main page? What I like to do, well actually what I'm going to do, I don't know if it's the best way, but I like events. So we're going to create an event. And then we're going to register that event on this main page class and return that lovely new object for us. Alright, let's get to it. What do we need? I need public event. On goal saved. I like that. That looks good. And then we're gonna have, let's create another method here. Private void fire on goal save. So we have our method. This is private, so only this class can have access to it. And we're gonna call this anytime we need to send this information to the main page. So we're first gonna check if this goal is even registered. So if it's not null, then we're gonna do, what's the name of this thing again? On goal saved. We'll do null for now on. Well, for right now. Ooh, they give me tips. Oh yeah, that is right. That damn new. Oh man. Show me the way, please. That is amazing. That new C# 6 is beautiful. Okay, anywho. But I actually want to pass through a goal object. So in here, we're actually going to pass in a goal. New goal. Bam, like that. Okay? So right here, this is when we're going to fire on goal save. And pass in our new goal that we just created. So let's step through this one more time, right? So we're here. The user types in the name, the savings amount, maybe some notes. They don't have to. So when they click the save button, we're going to create our new goal. We are then going to send it to fire on goal save. This is going to go, oh, if it's not null, then we're going to invoke. Invoke means just fire it. And then when that finishes, we're going to clear the text boxes. Oh, let's not forget this. Visibility equals dot collapse. So hopefully that's going to be working fine. So on this main page, we're going to hook up the front page. This is loaded event. Oops. Cool, leave me alone. So we're gonna say goal control. Whoa. Not during my session. Goal control dot on goal saved plus equals. And right here, this is, so this event handler, this method right here is now hooked onto this event handler. So when they press save, this bad boy is going to fire this method right here. we'll leave that in there for right now because we're gonna end on that note. So we'll put a breakpoint right here. Remember, this is the main page. Okay, this isn't this anymore. This page is gonna handle that event that gets fired when we press the save button on this page. So let's run it and see if I get it on the first time. Okay, we're gonna hit here, and our goal name, we'll call it test goal. Saving amount, let's make it 10,000. This is a note. This is also a test for our event handler. Bam, we press the save button. Now we're in the main page. We hit the event handler. We're going to look at our object. And look, the items that we wrote in the other page is now on this main page. So remember, this object right here was created here. And you can see this is highlighted in gray because this is actually where we are right now. This fired, so it hopped to this main page, fired the event. And then, as you see, let's put a breakpoint here. Right, so we're in here, blah, blah, blah. Let me jump over this or else it'll crash the app. No, you won't let me do it. Save it next. Bam. So, see, we just jumped from the main page back to this add goal control page. It's going to clear those text boxes first and set the visibility to collapsed. So for right now, that's all we're going to cover for this little session. Well, little shit. How long is this damn thing? I'm pretty sure it's too long. But anyways, so basically, let's go back to what we did again, right? We set up our main page with a command bar that has an add button on it. Actually, I should run this. It'll probably make more sense when I do it like this. Alright, so this is our main page, right? We created our main page. We added this command bar at the bottom. And we hit the command bar and it allows us to add the goal. We hooked up this event handler, add goal, right? And when that gets clicked, we set the visibility of our goal control to visible. So now we can see it. So bam, we set it to visible. We made this page. We put our text boxes in here that can hold our data for us, right? Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Then we hooked up the event for this cancel button, and all this cancel button does is clear out these three fields. And then we hooked up the save button event. So when we do press save, it creates our object for us, and then it fires our event. The event is connected up with the event is registered or subscribed to on the main page, and we did that because we wanna allow the user to enter the goal information on like a pop-up, so we don't have to completely switch to an entirely different page. We get it back on the main page, and from here our next step is going to be to actually add it to this list that we have in here, this list view, which has nothing in it right now. And that will wrap up today. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll record some more stuff. But yeah, that's all we did today. We made the home page, we made the goal add control. Tomorrow we will be doing the user control that we will be using to model our data inside of this list view. Thanks.